Hi, I'm Katie Felix. I'm a kindergarten teacher. Today I really wanted to talk to you about why I've made this YouTube channel. I have been a kindergarten teacher for 16 of my 17 years. I'm actually going into my 18th year of teaching. When I was a kindergartner, I was lucky enough to be in a school district that purchased Apple IICs in 1984. They thought the little ones couldn't use the computers at all. They had a computer teacher for every other grade until January. In that January, they let the kindergartners try out the computers. And what they found out is the kindergartners picked up the computers much quicker than everybody else. When our students come into our classrooms, we often see parents handing them a device, a phone, usually. It also matters on your population. I've had a population change for me because I've changed schools from different parts of town. My students have a lot of skills when they walk in the door with technology. Some of my kids are scared of it, some are not. That's something that I've really had to work through, especially changing schools this past year. They're a little more scared of the technology. But when they get comfortable, they are really amazing with it. They pick up the pieces really quickly. They start to be able to teach one another. And if we can start our youngest learners doing tech early, they are going to be much more successful. Who would have ever known that we would all be shutting down schools and doing remote learning like we are? And by setting them up with those skills before we had any idea, we knew we could set them up for success on different platforms. And by different platforms, I don't really mean on the computer. I mean, I could take the same concept that I'm doing with a reading. We could be working on short A vowels. Well, I could do it digitally on the computer, have them play some games. To them it's games, but it's actually learning. Then I could have them physically do it with their magnetic letters. I could have them writing out the same sort of stuff and then doing small group instruction. So I'm not just hitting a skill one time. I'm hitting a skill 4 different times, and one of them is digitally. This was very beneficial as schools were closing down and my students felt comfortable. We need to set up that comfort level for our students from day 1 of them entering our school buildings. To be honest, I start week 2. I get some basic routines like how to use the bathroom and how to hang up your coat done first. But week 2, we get on those computers. We learn to log in. With logging in, you're actually learning that there's a keyboard. You're learning letter names, you're learning letter sounds, you're learning numbers. It doesn't matter what level your children come in, you are still teaching them skills that are letters and numbers and all of those pieces. You're also teaching them how to work together because they help one another to be able to get onto different things, like within Microsoft Teams. I will be completely honest, I use OneNote as whole group instruction, so I build my lessons in OneNote. Then I am using the, oh, where do I have to go? Oh, I need to get the pen from draw, draw. Oh, what letter is that? So I'm teaching all of those skills. Well, they don't even realize that they're learning how to use OneNote. Then they're able to later on go and help their parents with those skills also. So let's get back to why am I doing this YouTube channel? There are many teachers that have not had the experiences that I have had, and they may or may not think that little ones can do it. I want to prove little ones can do it, and you can do it with your younger students. This stuff will also work with our older students, but I just wanted to make videos about things that you can do to make teams easier for your students, and Class Notebook, which is also a OneNote. You can use all of those tools even with our youngest learners. There are many people who are doing it across the world, and luckily I've been able to communicate with all of them. I shouldn't say all of them, some of them. I am a Microsoft Innovative Educator expert. I am a global learning mentor that's brand new. It used to be Skype Master Teacher. And I'm an HP Teaching Fellow. Those all just happened because I was surrounded by people who supported me and said, oh my gosh, these ideas work, let's try it. This was not all of a sudden I could do it. I've been begging for the technology for 10 years in my district, and little by little, they gave me a little more and a little more. And I always found that person in our district who could help me out a little bit and problem solve. I also took my bestie and other teachers that I worked with and said, is this going to work? And then I kept playing with it until it did. But by having those conversations, I was able to build those skills. Use those people around you. Use those people that are not necessarily in your district. With this pandemic, reality is you can be working with somebody in New Jersey. My husband was working with people in Boston this morning. Use this time, if you can, to reach out to educators across everywhere so that you can work to make a better education for our students. You can do this. Please reach out and definitely let me know what videos you want, and we will try to get some videos made, because I know that I can teach you one-on-one, but are you gonna remember it all the time? No, I personally go back to videos a lot of the time. So if you have different videos that you want me to make, I will make those, and please let me know. So that's why I made KinderTechies, because K2 can do it, along with kindergartners really can do it.